Yes, ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? It's Eagle Talks Football. We're back again with another video. Today's video is a little bit different. Today, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a call-in show where I ask you guys what you guys are thinking, how you guys are doing, and what you guys want to talk about in the chat. So I will be putting the link to the video in the chat, so you guys can call me in and send me whatever information you guys want to talk about, whatever you guys want to talk about. I'll give each person a timer. I'll put the time on the clock, and they have until the timer is up to say what they got to say. So I think I'll give everybody like 4 to 5 minutes, and of course, if you if you do if we're having a good conversation, we can continue. But for now, we got to talk about a couple things. Gabriel Jesus, should Gabriel Jesus be sold, or should he stay at Arsenal? And if he is sold, what should we do with that money or that position that we will be selling that player for? Also, Merino, is he the midfielder, and is he the solution for our midfield? Let me know what you guys think about Merino in the comment section also. And finally, what is Arsenal going to do this transfer window? We have just agreed the Calafiori deal that is going to happen. It's done and dusted. What are we going to do with the rest of the signings? What are we going to do with the rest of the team? What is Arsenal going to do for the rest? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. We will get this show started right now. Do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's get this show started. I got first person I got coming through right now is M. It's been a long time where I haven't had M on the chat, and it's been a long time since I've had a call-in show. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my Apple Watch here, and I'm going to just set the timer. And as we set the timer, it's going to be a 5-minute stopwatch. The stopwatch is going to go, and once the stopwatch goes, that's how we're gonna measure how we do this. So yeah, let's get this show started. Before we go any further, please do hit the like button, people. Please don't forget to hit that like button. That like button needs to be hit. But yeah, let me just get this stopwatch going. Yeah, so it's going to be 5-minute stopwatches. And the first person is none other than the man, the myth, the legend. M is in the building. M, what are you saying, bro? What are you saying? How you doing?
I'm good, bro. Thanks for that intro.
No worries, man. Long time. You got 5 minutes, my brother. What do you want to talk about?
Bro, this has been one of the worst transfer windows. I don't know. Like the way we're moving in the transfer windows, like we won the league last season when we didn't. Like, when you win the league and then during the summer transfer window, you're just like, oh, okay, we don't really need to sign anyone. Like, if everything just feels so slow and nothing's really moving. We're hearing about this California brother every day, and he hasn't even signed yet. So we need to get a move on. We need to sign some players because we still lack quality in the attacking third. We need a striker. We need another midfielder because we cannot rely on Partey for another season. We might even need like another left back. So it's mad. But it's August. We're nearly in August, and we haven't signed a single player, which is mad.
Okay, I didn't want to interrupt you, but aren't you worried that are you worried, or are you kind of understanding that the Euros just happened, the Copa Americas just happened? One of the players that we did want to sign was actually playing in the Euros in what do you call it, Calafiori. Another player we're interested in signing, which is Merino, was playing in the final of the Euros. So it's not a coincidence that some of these players we're interested in were playing in the final and got in the late stages of the Euros. So it negatively affected us from potentially signing them.
Could be, but also like there are other players like. So you said what, California, right? Italy got knocked out like early, so I don't know why that deal. I know that deal's basically done, but it's still like it's still not confirmed or anything. And with Merino, we still need another midfielder, even if we're gonna get Merino, because we've
So
got
you want,
Rice.
just so I'm clear, we signed Calafiori. You want Merino plus another midfielder. Who else would you want to sign?
we need someone like Eze.
Okay, so we are gonna sign a forward, and Eze could be that forward slash midfielder we sign. So you want three? You want three signings?
Yeah,
So that's what Arsenal's trying to do, though. So
add a
it's
striker
nothing.
possibly.
Well, that's where it gets interesting. Would you sell Gabriel Jesus to buy a striker?
Yes.
And who would that striker be?
For me, I know it won't happen, but for me, it'd be Isak.
Isaac.
Yeah, but I know we're not getting Isak because Newcastle will ask for stupid money, like 100 million, and I don't even think we've got the money for Isak.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like we're gonna get Isaac. So at this moment in time,
but Arsenal are looking to sell Eddie for about 50 million. So if we was to get 50 million for Eddie, then we could go for Isak. Or even do a swap deal with like Newcastle or something. But I don't think Arsenal negotiate like that. To be fair, so it's a sticky one.
all right. What would be your perfect window from now to the end of the season then? Mikel Merino, another midfielder like Eze, and a striker. So, for example, Alexander Isak.
We do need cover for Saka as well.
So, isn't Eze cover for Saka?
I think Eze's cover.
Isn't Gabriel Jesus cover for Saka, who you want to sell?
Yeah, but Jesus is not reliable though.
So you would sell Gabriel Jesus for how much? 45?
Yeah, 45, 50.
But you do realize to replace Jesus is going to cost us almost double that.
No, we can get Pedro Neto for about 50 million from Wolves.
Is Pedro Neto better than Jesus? Is he more reliable than Jesus? Is he going to be able to play multiple positions like Jesus?
Neto can play multiple positions. He can play left, right. He can even play false nine.
Hey, bro, you got 20 more seconds. Anything else you want to talk about before you go?
What's it called? Do you think we can rely on Havertz in the next season up front for the entire season?
I think we can rely on Havertz, and he can play a little bit better than he did last season also.
But do you think because
your time's
both
up,
know
your time's up, my brother. You're my guy. I'll speak to you on the next show, inshallah. Okay.
No worries. Take care. Bless.
Love, my brother. Don't know. We got some people backstage. Jonathan and Kurdish. I'm gonna come to you in a second, but first I got my boy Elliot coming through, and then I'm gonna come to you, Jonathan, all the way. If I'm not mistaken, you're in North America, something like that. But big up, Jonathan. But Elliot's in the building. Elliot, what's going on, my brother? You got 5 minutes. How you doing, man? It's a long time. A couple questions on today's show. Would you sell Jesus, keep or sell? That's the first question of the day. How you feeling?
Depends on how he sorts himself out for the preseason. I think if he gives himself a good effort, we all know that Arteta loves him, so he's not going to get sold. Well, let's just leave it there. But if it were up to me, I would judge it on the preseason. But because there is interest from Saudi Arabia, and we can get good money for him, and we can use another transfers. So again, it depends on how integrally he's with the side during our preseason.
So just so I'm clear, you just said you don't want him sold.
No, I listen. Jesus, I mean, he is still an integral part of the side for the here and now. I want to see how well he reacts because he went through a pretty good conditioning stage for himself before the start of the season. So let's see how it works on the pitch because he's going to be relied on much more during this preseason. And if he does well for us, I mean, he can be a great guy off the bench. Let me say that he is a floor raiser when it comes to that. So yeah, I want to see how he does this preseason and if he's integral because again, we can use his transfer towards funding new ones. So again, and there is that race between himself and Richarlison, and I think the winner is Eze. And but again, that's all about Arsenal's call.
So if we don't sell Jesus, I still expect a forward, personally. I don't know about you. So I think we can still get a Pedro Neto or Eze, even if we don't sell Jesus. But if we do sell Jesus, do you think Victor Gyökeres could be that solution, or does that not make sense to you?
Yeah, I would say so. I really think that Arteta is going to use Jesus as a second striker. I really do. I don't see him changing lanes in that sense. I think if we get rid of the likes of Jesus, then he'll go after a second striker. Then I think he's going to go for a winger rather than a striker this year. I think next year will be the year where he will dip his toes back in the Isaac waters and see if he can grab him for Newcastle. But right now, he's not going to do that. I think he's going to go after a winger. He's going to go after a midfielder. Hope he goes after two midfielders. I second the sentiments of the previous caller to say that Eze would be excellent in this midfield. I think he's clamoring to come back to Arsenal. I think we should strengthen that reunion.
Yeah, it's his dream. Obviously, I don't want to take too much of your time, but the next, I'll just ask you the next two questions so you can take up as much time as you need to answer them. Mikel Merino, is he the solution in our midfield? What would you like to see done in the midfield? And after the midfield point, you can basically tell me what would you like done for the rest of the window.
Right. Well, Mikel Merino is Granit Xhaka 2.0. He has all these the styles of a Granit Xhaka. I think he's technically a little more efficient. I don't think he's as good as passing, but in terms of his possession, in terms of his ball movement, in terms of him getting into the box, I think he's that much better. So I think that's exactly what Arteta wants. Arteta wants another Granit Xhaka, and I think that's what Mikel Merino is. And so I do not see. I think this will be our second signing. I really do. I don't see Arteta wavering away from Mikel Merino. I think this is a man he wants. I don't think anybody's going to be in competition for him. So I think he'll be the second signing. I would love to see De Jong. I would love to see a Guimaraes. But those are going to be a little bit out of our price range, and I think Merino is good value for money. And Arsenal love a value. Arsenal love a bargain.
There you go. Arsenal love bargains. We know that. But brother, you got 35 more seconds. You got anything else that you want to talk about before we move?
Yeah. I hope. Well, let me see. Who do you think our winger choice will be at the end of the day? I mean, I
think our number one choice is Pedro Neto. Our number one choice is Nico Williams. But if we don't get him, I think we might settle.
I think he's going to Barcelona. I don't think he's.
I think we're going to settle for Eze then Pedro Neto.
Oh, it's Eze then Pedro Neto.
Yeah, because Eze can play as a 10 also, so he allows us way more versatility.
I would love Eze. Yeah, I would love Eze more than Pedro Neto. His injury record scares me. I can't lie. Even though he'll be of better use for us because he doesn't have to be used as much because we have Saka.
Elliot, you're the man. I appreciate you jumping on, man. It's been a long time.
Hopefully
I can see you on Dan Potter's
Shout out to the six. Shout out to the six, my friend.
Yeah, all the way in the six. Yo, you okay with the floods?
Yeah, we finally got through them. We had a whole heat wave the last week, so all that flooding dried up. So I was out this weekend, pretty good weekend. So it's just been there.
There you go. Have a good one, Elliot. I'll let you go. Big up. Guys, you guys can call in the chat. The link is in the chat to call in. But next we got my boy Jonathan K in the house. Jonathan, long time. Hope you're doing well. How's it going, man? Talk to me.
Yeah, good. How are you, man?
I'm chilling, bro. First question of the day: keep or sell Gabriel Jesus to buy another striker?
Oh, I think I'm scared of those knees, man. I think if we're relying on Partey and Jesus in the season, I'm kind of scared and scarred because anytime they could break down. So if a good bid comes in, anything north of 50 mil, I think we should sell. I think he's very talented, and in terms of skill, I think maybe one of the highest in the league. I just don't know if we can rely on him and Partey in the same season. So I'm a little scared of that. So depends on the fee for me.
Just to let everybody know, if you guys want to call in, the link is in the YouTube chat. So if you're watching on Twitter, just come join us on YouTube, and you can call in from there. Do you think we sign a midfielder? How many players do you think we sign from now to the end of the window, excluding goalkeepers? Because we're signing a bunch of goalkeepers, obviously. Jonathan, you there? Hello? Did we lose him? Yo, Jonathan, you there? Yo, what happened to Jonathan? Jonathan, are you in the building? Yo, I hate when this happens. Jonathan, give us a call back. If you can hear us, give us a call back. But at this moment in time, we don't got any callers waiting in the queue. Big up everybody who's called in so far. The way to call in, the link is in the description. And of course, we got a regular on the show, channel member, one of the main men who always supports. Really do appreciate it. Big up to this guy right here. Shout out to Alistair Scott in the building. How you doing?
I wasn't expecting to come on that quick.
Bro, you're my guy, bro. I appreciate it.
I only just connected. I went straight through. I was unprepared.
Yeah, we just lost connection to Jonathan. He's just joined us backstage right now. But unfortunately, we'll give him a new 5 minutes once he joins back. But I'll just come to you first, bro. It's been a long time. First question: would you sell Gabriel Jesus or would you keep him? And if you do sell him, who do you buy?
It's not a black and white question. I don't think it's a case of sell him or not. I'd keep him because I like him. It depends on what Arsenal have got lined up next. If Arsenal have got a plan on going and getting somebody else, like say for instance they sold him and we went and got Ollie Watkins all day long, because I think Ollie Watkins would be, or you went and got a Solanke or someone like that.
Solanke's not an upgrade on thing.
No, I like Solanke. I think he's
people in the chat. Let me know. Do you agree with
20
Scott?
goals last season? 20 goals.
Bro,
20 goals from a mid-table team.
Solanke's not an upgrade on Jesus.
I think Solanke is very underrated. I like him. I think he's very.
You think Solanke's an upgrade on Jesus?
He does what Tony does. He does what Tony does, but he's younger. And I think he's very, very good. I think he's. No, I get him. I'm not saying he's an upgrade right now, but I think if he came to Arsenal, I think he'd bang him in. He scored 20 goals at Bournemouth. You imagine, you stick him in our team with the service that he would have at our team. How many goals is he going to score? And I also like his. The thing is, when I watched him play, I like his movement. He doesn't just he bullies defenders. He was smart. He's not my top choice. I'm just saying I would consider getting him. I think he's a good player, and I think he'd be brilliant to come off at bench. I thought he should have gone to Euros for me. But Ollie Watkins I'd prefer Ollie Watkins
over who?
Over Tony. I don't think so.
Tony literally kept England in the Euros.
Did he?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I'm not saying he's bad. I don't saying Tony's bad. I'm not saying Tony's bad. I like Tony, and I've been on this channel saying to you that I like Ivan Toney. I've been put off him slightly. I don't think he was. I know he had a bit of time off, but when he came back, I don't think he was. He didn't impress me that much. There's something about Tony I don't like, and I don't know what it is. There's something I can't put my finger on it, But I do like Solanke. I do think Solanke.
I bet I have a feeling why.
What?
The betting.
Yeah, it probably is because the thing is for me until he's had a year or two of not getting in trouble, then I don't want him at my club. I don't want it because imagine we get him and then he gets into more trouble because of his betting and then we lose him for a year.
He's not going to be that stupid, guys. Come on.
We don't think he's going to be that stupid, but he's how old is he? 20, 28? I was an idiot at 28. And I got myself into trouble at 28. I got sacked more than once at 28.
Okay.
So, do you know
Let's bring it back. Mikel Merino. Are you underwhelmed? Are you thinking he's quality? or would you rather go for somebody else?
I've watched him a few times. When I went to Spain, I watched I watched the match on the TV with him, and I was quite impressed. I forgot what game it was, but when I go away, I like to watch some local football. Like
the Germany game.
Pardon?
The Germany game where he hit the winner.
No. I watched when I went to Barcelona like a year or so ago, and I watched him. I just watched the La Liga game. It was just on in the pub. In a bar, and I was just in the bar at the time when it was on, and I watched it, and I thought, I'm quite impressed with this guy. I thought it looked like just a proper midfielder. Goes forward, goes backwards. Do you know what I mean? He does both things. He does what a midfielder should do. He does a bit of everything. He does everything very well. I liked him at the Euros as well. I thought he came on and did well. I think.
All right, bro, you got 30 seconds left. You got anything else to say?
It sounds like he could be a bit of a Spanish Xhaka type player. So, because I didn't want us to get rid of Xhaka last season. I think if we'd have had him in the team this season, it would have been pretty good. I wanted him and Declan Rice in the same team, right? But, you know.
I hear you. Brother, you got 5 seconds
left.
I
like him. I think
he looks like
he could be a smart signing.
Your time's up, brother. You got anything to say before you go? Nope. Okay, have a good one. Get Solanke in. That was an interesting call. Big up to you. Next, we got my boy Bazer in the building. Bazer, talk to me. What's good?
Yo, Egal, big up. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear, my brother. What's going on?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Just looking forward to A-listers coming up soon. Are you on tonight?
Of course. I don't miss it. As many times I can make it, I make it. My question to you is, what do you think? First of all, you're an Arsenal fan, obviously.
Yes.
And my question to you is, Gabriel Jesus, sell him or keep him? What are you saying?
Great. Yeah, that's an interesting question, Egal, and it actually winds me up. Like the fact that people consider selling Gabriel Jesus before selling the likes of Nketiah and certain other individuals. I think if we really do want to become elite in everything we do, we just need to be looking at upgrading these kind of players and then worrying about Jesus after. I just
but
think
you know they want them both sold.
Jesus and Nketiah.
Both, yeah.
In one window. I mean that doesn't really sound viable. Like, do you honestly believe the club would allow 2 striking options to leave the club, and would you be confident that they would actually, bring in the numbers required and the quality required?
The way the fan base speak, they want Martinelli gone, Reece Nelson gone, friggin' Jesus gone, Eddie Nketiah gone. They want 5 attackers.
This is what I'm saying, to be honest. Like, the way I look at it, Egal, is if we are going to compete for all of the trophies, we need to upgrade the quality of the squad. At the end of the day, if you lose the league by 2 points, right, there are so many different moments you can look. Yeah, exactly. There's so many different moments you can look at during the season and say, oh, this could have happened, or we could have, Trossard could have scored this chance, or somebody could have, not made a mistake in this game, and that would have been the difference between winning the league. So when you actually deep it, like the difference that's required is so minimal that one slight, advantage for us would have changed it. And on that note, I don't think selling the likes of Jesus is a good idea, to be honest, because like we know he's actually a winger, not a striker, and we have an issue for Saka in terms of cover. So would you rather keep Eddie over him, who can actually only play as a striker, or would you rather keep Jesus, who's not only better than Eddie, but he's actually more versatile? And maybe that would allow us to
The case to sell Jesus is very simple. He is earning starting player money. He's one of our highest earners in the club, and he's now a bench player. Does Arsenal having Jesus on the bench earning 200k plus make sense?
Yeah, I mean, when you look at it like this, you can basically say, is it worth having somebody of this wage on the bench? But then when you think about it, would you rather have a massive drop in quality, or would you rather pay Jesus slightly extra money and have him as a solid option on the bench? You've got to make a compromise. And when you are trying to be the best,
okay, how about this? If
Yeah.
you sell Eddie Nketiah and Jesus and you go bring in a Victor Gyökeres, does that improve us enough to win us the league?
It definitely upgrades the striking options. It may leave us short in terms of numbers, but in terms of from a quality perspective, I think we would be able to increase the quality, but like we might fall short, due to that compromise that we would have to make in terms of the numbers. So, for example, great, Gyökeres is an upgrade on these guys. However, what happens if he gets injured? Obviously, you've got Havertz can play as a striker, Trossard can play as a false nine, but would you really be willing to compromise like that? To be honest with you, I don't think it's what we really need at this stage.
Interesting. And Mikel Merino, good, bad, not interested? What are you saying?
Moreno, I understand the profile of player that we're going for. It's clearly evident from last season what the issues were. And when 2 seasons ago, when we had Xhaka, the team with Jesus in it looked very, very fluid. Everybody was essentially interchanging in terms of position. So even though like Martinelli would be starting on the left, you'd often find him central at times, trying to link up with a play. And yeah, I just think Moreno, I would take him. I definitely understand the signing. I think he is a quality player. He's not the very best in his position, but I do think he's at the level where, he can make a difference to go. He's one of those Spanish blokes, which, Arteta probably knows very well, understands what kind of player he is, probably wouldn't really need much adaptation period. I think he would be able to hit the ground running, considering he's played in the Prem before. In terms of the physicality aspect, of course, I don't think he'd need to adapt much. And in terms of quality on the ball, Igal, we know these Spanish guys on the ball, this is their bread and butter.
Yeah,
technically, he'd fit in really well.
My brother, your time's up, but inshallah, I'll try to get you on next time. Cool?
Yeah, man. Have a good show tonight. By the way, just before I go, what's happening with Hussam's title? He said final A-listers. Hamza, thank you to Hamza or something. What's happening with A-listers? Is it the last episode?
I don't know. I'll find out myself.
Yeah, well, fair enough.
I can't spoil anything right now.
No spoilers. No worries. Yeah. No worries. All right.
Big up. We got Somali brother. Am I wrong?
Nah, Zimbabwean, bro.
Zimbabwe. What's your name?
Farai.
Okay, I thought it was similar. I've heard similar names.
I've heard it before. Nah, Zimbabwe. How you doing, guy?
What's good, bro? How you doing?
Not too bad, man. So the question, the problem with Jesus is that keeping him, I'm pretty sure we'd all like to keep him, but it depends who we get rid of, to be honest, man. And Nketiah, he's not good enough for us, of course. But
let's go through it.
Because
Ramsdale, you keeping or selling?
Ramsdale, if we can get a pretty penny for him, I'll sell him, because quite frankly, there's no point of us having him unless Raya gets injured.
Keeping or selling?
I would loan him. I would actually loan Kivior unless we get a good price. If we get a good price, Juve come in, give us a good price, they can have him.
I wouldn't loan Kivior. I think he could be useful. I would keep him.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to let him go.
The next guy, Zinchenko, keep or sell?
For the profile, I would keep him, unless a good price comes in for him. If let's say Bayern come in, I've heard company quite likes him. Let's say they come in 35 mil, they can have him. Because I don't see him playing much.
Next, what are you saying about Tomiyasu? Injured again?
Nah, yeah, Tommy, I'm sorry. We have to start being serious. We can't go.
You don't want to sell Zinchenko, but you're okay selling.
Tomiyasu gives us. Zinchenko gives us more, bro. Tomiyasu, he can defend 100%, but I feel like we have enough defenders that can defend.
By the way, I don't do watch-alongs because I spend that time watching the game with my family. But I do appreciate everybody who wants me to do watch-alongs. But it's just difficult for me to do watch-alongs. Okay, so next. What are you saying about the midfielders that we have?
Boy, I'll keep Partey. I'll keep Mikel Merino. I would actually take Mikel Merino. What I feel like will happen if we get him next year, we're getting rid of Jorginho, whether it's January or the summer. So I feel like it will be a similar signing to how Jorginho was. If we can get it for 20 mil, similar prices to what we did with Jorginho. So I think that's how Mikel Merino will go ahead. And then maybe next summer we could get a Frankie de Jong.
Do you keep any of the Haaland boys? Reece Nelson, Eddie Nketiah, and Smith Rowe.
If I'm honest, No. Nope.
You're
Reece
getting
Nelson, no.
you're ruthless.
Nketiah, no. It's ESR, no. I'm sorry, man. We're not in 2021 anymore. It's done. Like we have to actually
Ruthless.
start cutting people, man. We have to. Like ESR, he hasn't done enough for us. He's been too injured. People like Eddie, people like Reece, when they do get their chances, they don't shine. So what's the point?
Okay, so we give you 20 million for Reece Nelson. You taking it?
Yes.
We give you 30 million for Eddie and Kitty. You taking it?
100%.
35 for Emil Smith Rowe. You taking it?
Yeah, I'll take that. All
right, there you go.
Honestly.
Ramsdale. Someone, Crystal Palace, or what do you call it? Southampton come with a loan with an obligation to buy for 40 mil. You taking it?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
bro. We have to start being ruthless, man. There's no way we still have these people in our books and they're not playing. I would actually rather him give Chido.
Oh, we got a question for you, Zimbabwe brother. Do you follow cricket?
Of course I do, bro. Of course I do. So it's one of the good. It's one of the only sports Zims we're good at, man. Of course you have to. Big up. I'm telling you, I'd rather give Chido Obi Martin in Nketiah's place. And at least
These prices are ridiculous. Are they too high or too low? I'm confused.
Probably too high. He's probably going to say too high.
What, 20 million for Reece Nelson is high?
Nelson's one understandable.
30 million, 30
bro,
million for Eddie and Nketiah is high?
We're not.
Bro, they're asking for 50 million.
Bro, they're stunting. There's no way. There's no way we get that. And I think the problem is that we're not good at negotiations. We never have been. If we had someone like Chelsea's negotiation team, I'll happily be able to say those numbers. But for these guys, Chelsea seem to be able to get high prices for players that don't play much. We aren't the same. We aren't the same at all, bro. So it's unfortunate. But we just haven't got the negotiation team to get those prices.
Fair enough, brother. We're gonna wrap this up here. You got 10 seconds left. What are you saying?
One thing I have to say is that I think our season really relies on Havertz and Martinelli. If those two perform, I think we get over the line. Martinelli specifically. If Martinelli can hit his form again, I'm confident.
Fair enough.
Big up the chat. I'll see you on A-listers, brother, and enjoy.
Big up to you, my guy. Have a good one, eh?
Enjoy.
Tommy is next. Big up, Tommy. Tommy, what you saying, man? It's been a minute. How you doing?
Nothing.
How you been, man? How you
man?
doing?
Just been busy, innit? Yourself?
Chilling, man. You went to the game on your birthday. You enjoyed yourself?
I'm okay, man. Being really, really busy, bro. Like just.
All right, enough said. First things first.
My birthday was like months ago, bro.
I know, but I haven't spoken to you
I'm
since
30
then.
in 3 months, man.
Okay.
Go on.
Okay. Big up to you. How about this? Jesus, what you saying? You selling or keeping Jesus?
So, I said, man, he's not gonna get you 30 goals.
Okay, what are you gonna do?
This guy can't even hit. He can't hit a barn door for me. So I said,
wow,
this guy, man.
That's dissing. He can't hit a barn door. Okay. How much you selling him for, and what else you doing?
He's never got 20 goals in his whole career. No wonder.
Nah, he's gotten 20 plus all comps.
I sell him for like about 40-50 million. I sell him 40-50 million. I'll sell Jay.
That's
he's just not my cup of tea, bro. He's not going to win us. He's not good enough to win us the league. Same
that's
with
about what they would ask for him.
Eddie. All three of them are just not for me, man.
All right, so let's go through it then.
Like I said,
Ramsdale,
we need to get.
Still keeping Ramsdale.
I'm happy with Farai. I'm happy with him. He's a good signing for us. But we need
massive upgrade on the left.
Right winger, a striker, left winger, and a defensive midfielder.
Hold up.
If we want to win the league.
What do you need?
Like I said, we need to start winning. You know what I mean, bro? We have to start winning now,
Can you repeat that one more time? You want a striker? You want a winger? Tommy, repeat that one more time. Yo, Tommy, you there?
He's still
Hello.
there?
Yes.
I
Tommy,
said we need to.
what did you
I
say
said we
you
need to
wanted
start.
again?
We need to start winning now. We need to start winning.
I understand that, but what players do you think Arsenal need to sign?
We need to get I want a striker, defensive midfielder. I want striker. I want Eucharist.
Okay, just tell me what positions before we say which players.
Left winger, striker, right winger. Because Saka needs competition, and we need someone to push him, and defensive midfielder.
So you want 3 attackers and a
With
defensive
Nico
midfielder.
Williams, Simons, Eucharist, Merino.
Bro,
Yeah, I want
do you know how
defensive midfielder.
crazy you
Partey's
sound
injury
right now?
prone. Rice.
Do you know how crazy you
Rice is
sound
not-
right now?
What?
Do you know how crazy you sound?
What do you mean,
You're
bro?
saying 3 attackers. 3. You want you want a left winger, right winger,
Yeah, I want-
and a striker. Bro, what do you think we're made out of?
Yeah, we need those signings. Otherwise, we're not gonna win. We're not gonna win the Champions League or the league. We need 3, man. I'm not
Brother,
winning the league
in
with
what
Kai
world?
Havertz.
In
You know
what
I don't rate
world?
that guy. Not
In
good
what
enough.
world?
Eddie and
in what
Nketiah ain't my
world?
cup of tea. Jesus is a fraud. We're not gonna win no league with Havertz. Let's be real. Kai Havertz, 65 million for this fraud. Come on, man. And this manager has to start winning us trophies, man. One
Bro,
FA
you've gone so left.
Cup in 5. He's
You
got
were
to start
doing
winning,
so well, and then you just went left.
bro. Because if we don't win, do you think I'm gonna be happy celebrating second?
Bro, nobody's telling you to
place?
celebrate.
I don't want to be
second.
bridesmaids. I want to win the league best manager, but we have to stop then. You guys want to.
Yo, Tommy, you lost
I
me.
want to win, bro. I want to win trophies, man.
1 second.
One FA Cup in 5 years is not
One
good enough.
second.
He
Hear me
needs to
out.
start winning now, man.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Victor Gyökeres, 80 million. Nico
Bro.
Williams, 50 million. So those two together alone is 130 million. Then you want who on the right?
I want Simons.
So you want Simons, who's valued at 80 million.
And I want
Bro, you want to drop 200 million on 3
Merino
attackers
as well.
You want to drop 200 million on 3 attackers, and not once mentioned the left 8 position.
Yeah, of course.
I'm sorry, bro. That's illogical.
Mikel and Eddie better start putting their money where their mouth is. They better start.
Yo, Tommy, your time's up, my guy. Big up to you, though.
They need to do it.
All right, Tommy, I'll
That
catch
means
you
we're
in the
not
next
going to win
one, bro.
nothing. And
Bro, why are
we
you so
need
negative?
to take the competition seriously because
All right, brother. Love, bro.
he
Have a
needs
good
to.
one.
This manager
Tommy,
has
can
to
you
start
hear me?
with Zidane because I want to start winning trophies. Like
Tommy,
anything. It's not.
big up
This
to
is
you,
Arsenal
my guy.
Football Club. I'm here to win trophies, man.
I don't know if Tommy can hear me, but big up to you, Thomason, for joining. Really do appreciate it. Next, we got Abdi Mohammed in the building. Big up Abdi Mohammed, my Somali brother, in the building. What's good, Abdi? Abdi, you're on mute. Get yourself off mute, bro.
محازم في عنت.
Ahmad.
Hey, listen. I don't know why the chat is going crazy over the last guy. I agree with almost everything he said.
Seriously?
Yes.
3 attackers.
No, the only thing I disagree with is the 3 attackers. But the fact that it's been how many years Arteta has been managing Arsenal, and how many trophies have we won? I mean, listen, you got to start signing players that are going to make a difference makers that are going to win you titles. You guys are talking about these like mid-level players.
Is Calafiori not a good signing?
Don't get me wrong. Calafiori is not the difference maker because our defense is top notch. You understand? You want to get a bad boy striker. For me, it was Isak. I know Isak is tough to get, but you gotta get difference makers, man. How long has it been with no trophies? I mean, how long you guys gonna go with no trophies and just every summer and January window? Oh, who are we gonna get? Oh, who is good? For what, man? You gotta hold these people accountable. Edu and Arteta. For me, I wanted him sacked this past year. I wanted him gone. 2 years, and you bottle it, gone. Wallah.
But bro, why are you saying you bottle it? Are you not an Arsenal fan?
No, he bottled it. Yeah, of course I'm an Arsenal fan. What I'm trying to say is this. I've been an Arsenal fan since the late 90s, right? I'm 34 years old. All right. I was an Arsenal fan when I was living in Kenya and Somalia. You understand? So for me, I grew up on trophies. Some kind of trophy, the league, FA, doubles, you name it. Bro, 20 years, and you guys are living this like fairyland. And the last guy that was on, the whole chat was going crazy, calling him, he's crazy, he's delusional, league gunner, this. Bro, we're not all the same. We're all, that guy said 34 years old in no sense. Listen, everybody is an individual. Everybody has their opinion. You have your opinion. He has his opinion. I have my opinion. I need to see trophies. In my opinion, Igal, wallahi, if he doesn't win the league, I'll give him a pass on Champions League. He just needs to go far. I'll give him that. If he doesn't win the league this coming year, that's it. I'm not supporting the guy no more. He needs to get sacked. He needed to get sacked last year, this past season. But I let him go. I don't know why you guys keep allowing this guy to just stay there, man. How long is he going to stay there?
Let me ask you a simple question. And I just want to know, as quick and concise as you can answer it as possible. Do you think if Arsenal compete for the league again this season and come short, and go far in the Champions League again and come short, and Pep ends up leaving the league, do you think it's smart for Arsenal to say goodbye to Arteta and potentially give him to Man City?
Brother, why? Listen, number one, the same scenario you just described is what happened this past year. All right, he went. What did he go to? The quarterfinals of the Champions League, and he came second again. Sacked. He needs to win the league, whether Pep leaves or not. I actually want to win the league while Pep is still here. Why do you want Pep to leave? You came 2 seasons back to back this close, so you're missing a bad boy striker. You're missing big time playmakers to finish the job.
You know we're not going to sign a striker, right?
But that's my point. It's then we're gonna come second again. I already called it. We're coming second again. It's the same fucking story.
Because of one position.
Time. Huh?
But you do realize if you're saying one position dictates if you come first or second, you don't rate the team in the first place.
No. I rate the team. Don't put words in my mouth. What I'm trying to tell you is this. For me, I'm all about accountability. All right. Arteta, was it 5 years running now? 1 FA Cup, bro. I went from my whole adult life. You need to start competing, man. Listen, if you want to be the top teams, if you want to be taken serious every year, you need to. I'm not saying he needs to win Champions League, Premier League, FA Cup every year. I'm not saying that. It's hard. If he can win the Champions League, which of course there's no way in hell he's winning Champions League. I know that for sure. That the best chance he has is the league. If he wins the league this year, I'll keep my mouth shut. I'll say, you know what? He deserves 2-3 more years. I'll be quiet. But I've waited how long, bro? 2 back-to-back seasons like that? And you want me to come again second? Come on, man.
Bro, I don't think this team is coming in second. I think this team is going to go win it. And I'm not saying it from a position of delusion. I'm saying it from a position of strength. I think we've strengthened our team. And Man City are just slowly getting weaker based on age and how some of their players have been performing. Now, they haven't signed anybody either. Everyone keeps talking about Arsenal coming in second. We signed Calafiori. Man City still haven't done shit. They got Savio, yeah, but that's not really like a massive upgrade in my opinion yet. We don't know what he's going to play like. But
because they have a winning.
Abdi, your time's up, my brother. Big up to you for joining. Really do appreciate you jumping on. We got the next caller, okay? Big up, Abdi. My brother. Salam. Next, Jonathan, we missed out on you earlier, but we're going to bring you back on. Just to finish off, I think you had like 2 minutes left. What are you saying?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I just gave you 2 minutes back on the clock.
No, that sounds good. No, it was an interesting caller. Just wanted to comment where I still back Mikel, but I do think this season there has to be some sort of trophy on the board because like what is it coming up?
Why do we always have to go back to ultimatums? Sack him or not sack him? Why can't it just be the team is headed in the right direction? If the team doesn't do well, we'll see what happens.
No, I hear that, but it's coming up on the 6th season and spent like almost 700. So I do think where I do
Which he
agree is
needed
that,
to spend to catch up to Man City.
yeah, but I think because how long do we keep saying, yeah, we keep on keeping him? Because my thing is, if we see regression in the league, that's where I'll say, because ever since he's joined, he's gotten more points every season. So, yeah, I do think this season, and he knows he wants it more than all of the ultimatum fans. He puts a lot of pressure on himself. So I do think he knows this season's got to be.
He said it numerous times, and I think
It's
we're going
got
to
to
be
be
there.
the season. So
I think we're going to be there and thereabouts, but we
I
don't have
think
much money.
we're so close, and I think that's why everyone just wants it so
Yeah.
bad, because it's been so long. So, yeah, we'll see these next 6 weeks what happens in the transfer window. So I think, yeah, we'll see how much we get, and I think if we get 2 or 3 more players, then I think that will get us over the top. I think if we fall short again, people are really, I think it'll start turning end of the season. But I'm excited.
Big up to you, my guy. You got 16 seconds left. You got anything else to say before we go?
No, just big up. Love the fanning calls and all the opinions. And yeah, come on, you Gunners. Excited.
I'll try to do
Real
it more
football's
often,
almost back.
hopefully. I'll try to do it more often. Big up to you. Next, we got my guy here. Brother, how do I pronounce your name?
Eugene. How you doing? You go?
I'm doing good, Eugene. How you doing, man? What were you saying?
I'm good, thank you. I hear all the talk where people are saying that it's time for Arsenal to start winning trophies and all of that. But we must not forget that Mikel Arteta has brought us thus far to a position where, I must tell you the truth, opposition fans wouldn't want us to be in the position that we're in at the moment. You understand? The excitement for the fans is the trophies. We understand that, we get that. And it's almost time for Mikel Arteta to start winning trophies. But we must not forget that he has brought us to a position where, if you look back to where we were before Mikel Arteta got the job, we were not in the conversation of contending for titles. So I'm of the opinion that Mikel Arteta should be given at least this season. I'm very optimistic that with the current progress in signings like the likes of Calafiori, and to include more signings in the area of the midfield and the attack as well, I believe that we'll challenge on all fronts this season, in my opinion.
What about Man City, though?
Yeah, you see, as long as Pep Guardiola is in charge at Man City, it's going to be very difficult in terms of who's going to win the league, because going into every Premier League season, season in, season out, Man City are always touted as favorites, and this season is no different. So for us to, keep the competition with Manchester City, it's important for us to keep strengthening. We must not look at the point of view from where other clubs are not doing business. We must just focus on what we're doing. We fell short last season, and this season is an opportunity for us to move further and go again and see what happens in the future. But I'm very optimistic for this season.
All right, and you still got 3 minutes left, but I'm gonna ask you, Mikel Merino, what are you saying?
Yeah, Mikel Merino is going to be a very fantastic addition to that midfield, especially the left eight, because you remember last season we suffered a bit for at the left side of the Arsenal midfield, and it is a very important part of the reason why Martinelli flopped from that left wing, because he wasn't having good service as compared to what Saka is getting from Ben White. So it's very important for us to bolster the midfield in that left area so that there will be more fluidity going forward. So I think Mikel Merino is a very fantastic player in that mode, in my opinion.
Fair enough. I have another question for you. What do you do with the attack? Who do you bring into that attack to make it better?
Well, I don't forget that last season where we had the most goals, and people keep talking about having addition to our attacking firepower. I wouldn't argue with that, but I believe that Bukayo Saka needs competition in that right wing. during the course of the season, like we have so much expectations right now, and we're feeling confident that the moment Bukayo Saka comes back to the team, he'll be firing on all cylinders. But don't forget that fatigue is going to come into play. And people always complain that Saka plays too many games, that he needs a bit of rest. And there's been speculation about Pedro Neto coming into the team. I think that I really fancy that guy, Pedro Neto. He's going to be a very good competition for Bukayo Saka. Bearing in mind that he can also
Aren't you
switch
worried about
to
his injuries, though?
Yeah, of course, he's injury prone, but I believe that he was only injured once last season, and it wasn't it wasn't a long-term injury per se. So the issue of being injury prone is now becoming a talk more than its actual occurrence. If you agree,
Brother,
with
he
me.
missed. He got injured twice last season, missed 11 games, came back, and then got injured again for the rest of the season.
Okay, that's true. That's true. But I think if we manage to keep him fit, but don't forget the qualities that player possesses. If we manage to keep him fit, he's going to be a very good addition to the squad.
Okay. All right, brother. Your time's up. Big up, Eugene. I'm gonna try to do these calls more often. Hopefully, you enjoyed this. I really do appreciate you calling in, man. Big up. Next, we got TKA in the building. TKA, what's good? Talk to me.
Yo, big up, bro. Long time.
Long time, man. How you been?
It's good to share a panel with you again. I'm doing good, bro. How about you?
Well, mashallah, I'm doing good. I've been looking forward to hearing what everyone has to say. I find a lot of animosity still towards Arteta, and like maybe people are still not sold on him as a manager. Gabriel Jesus, it seems like the opinion is everybody wants him sold. Mikel Merino, everyone seems like they're happy with Mikel Merino, but are not happy with the rest of the squad, like Kai Havertz and others. But how are you feeling about the team?
Well, first, I want to start off with saying I think Calafiori is a really, really good transfer for us. I think, like the brother before me said, I think Martinelli suffered from the fact that our left side wasn't balanced enough. And I think Calafiori will add that balance. And Moreno could add that some sort of balance like Xhaka did as well on the left side. But I am a little bit indifferent about this transfer because of the fact that we want to play Rice at the 8, and Moreno is more of an 8 himself. You know what I'm saying? And personally, if we were looking for a profile, I would prefer someone like Zubomendi, for example. You know what I'm saying? So we can play him at the 6 and play Rice at the 8. I think Moreno is a really good player. His age is for me is perfect. I think we need a ready now player, someone in his prime, someone ready to go and slot into the team straight away. But I think if we want to play Rice at the 6, which I think we will not, I think we will still.
I think he's going to play as an 8.
Yeah, same. And I think someone like Zubomendi would be better instead of a Moreno, pure because of his profile.
He's not leaving.
I hear that, yes. I hear that, but to be honest, we heard the same with Calafiori as well. We heard he wants to go to Juventus, he wants to stay in Italy.
Fair.
And then suddenly we convinced him as well, you know what I'm saying? We heard the same with Euro and Real Madrid. Yes, they persuade him with money, but there is always a way to do this. Yes. And especially because we have Mikel Arteta as a coach, I think he can go talk to Zubomendi and sell the project.
Apparently, Mikel Moreno deal is close.
And I'm not mad about it. I'm happy. I think he's a really good player, but I think Rice will play more as a 6 if Mikel Moreno starts in our main 11. You know what I'm saying? I think Mikel Moreno is more of an 8 than Rice is. So I think we will play him more forward than Rice. But I also think that we still need at least 1 or 2 forward players to complement our current attack that we have right now. And I also agree with the brother that he said we could buy someone like Neto. And the reason why I say this, yes, he is injury prone. Yes, I agree completely, 100% with you when you say that. But I think we can manage his minutes better than Wolves did, because Wolves, they relied on him fully. He was their best player. He needed to do everything for them, basically, to the point that He was left, right, middle. He was everywhere at the pitch. I do not think that we will rely on him as much. So I think
We
we can
won't.
manage his injury. I think we can manage his physique
Hopefully.
much better than they do, basically. And I also am also in a firm believer of buying Gyökeres for that 85 million pound. I think we should splash the cash on a striker. And my reasoning is this: I'm not saying Havertz is a bad player. I think Havertz has improved a lot ever since he joined us, and I think he's shown us a lot that he can start for us at top. Yes, but there's one thing that Jesus and Havertz lack right now, and they are both not an out-and-out scorer, if you may. You know what I'm saying? And I think Gyökeres brings that part of a striker to this club, that when we need an out-and-out scorer, someone who breathes and lives goals, then he would be the perfect profile for us. So if we, like you said, bring in someone like Merino or Zubimendi, if in the perfect world, Neto and Gyökeres, I think that will be a 10 out of 10 window, including Calafiori that we bought before this as well. That's my
All right,
opinion.
brother. That's pretty much it. You got 25 seconds. You got anything else to say before you wrap up?
No, that was all. Make sure to like and subscribe to the video, guys, and big up to you, Egal. Maybe we can speak again soon, but
Inshallah. There you
inshallah,
go. Have a
brother.
good one, brother.
Yeah, man. Have a good stream.
Do me a favor, guys. We got over 75 of you guys in the chat right now, and we have 55 likes. Please do hit that like button. Next, we got Next, we got two key. Brother, Taki. Sorry, brother. You've been disconnected, connected, reconnected numerous times throughout the stream, but you're here. How you feeling? Give me your takes on Jesus to just Jesus. Are you going to sell him, keep him? What do you think?
Gabriel Jesus needs to leave because his injury record is a problem for Arsenal.
Just put your camera up so I can see your face. I'm just seeing the bottom of your chin.
Because
that's better.
Because Jesus needs to leave because he's just not good enough. He's not clinical enough. Because we saw that time when we played Aston Villa, and Aston Villa and the other those games and they were same with costs. Because whenever we started Zinchenko and Jesus in the team and Havertz in midfield, we never win a game comfortably. We always lose. So that's Arsenal should sign Gyökeres, like some striker, whoever, any type of big boy striker, so we can win.
Wouldn't you sell Eddie Nketiah first? That's what people in the chat are saying.
We got to sell Eddie Nketiah. If we don't sell Eddie Nketiah, we're screwed.
Okay. How about this? Tell me who you would sell. Arsenal.
Okay, I would sell Zinchenko, Jesus, Eddie Nketiah. Who else? Kivior. And then Nelson has to go. As there's 5 players. 5 players.
What about Smith Rowe?
Smith Rowe, I'd keep him.
So you would keep Smith Rowe over Jesus?
I'll sell Smith Rowe as well because his injury record, he's past it.
Okay. Would you keep Tomiyasu?
Yeah, I'll keep Tomiyasu.
Would you keep Kieran Tierney?
Yeah.
Really?
I don't know. We've got enough left backs now. We got Calafiori, he's coming to the team. We got Timber, we got Tomiyasu, but yeah, I think Tierney's time is up now.
Okay. And who you bringing in? How many signings you bringing in?
Okay. Calafiori one is done. We're gonna bring in mikel Merino, and my dream is Nico Williams.
Okay.
And I think my dream.
By the way, it's not happening, but
it's not. No, Barcelona will get him.
Okay, so what's your other alternative?
So, if we sign a striker, we should be winning the league with the striker, and we'll sign Merino next, and we'll have to sign, because when we start if we sign Merino, right, we will. Rice will be in the 6, and I think Merino will be in the 8. And do you think Merino will be a good signing? By the way, Igal.
I think Merino would be a good signing. I think he'd be able to give us something that we're lacking, some balance on that left 8 position.
Like Xhaka did. Will you remind you of Granit Xhaka?
I wouldn't say he's exactly like Xhaka, but I would say left-footed midfielder on the left side definitely brings that Xhaka vibe.
Yeah. And what are your thoughts for next season? What are your predictions for next season?
We're winning the league, bro. We're winning the league. And I think based on the fact that we haven't really gotten any better, I think all of our young players are going to improve. And I think Man City are going to slightly regress due to the age of their players.
Yeah, what makes you think we'll win the league? Because,
we were so close last season that I'm not seeing any major shakeups in the squad. And I see us improving the defensive area of the pitch that was our weakness, which was our left side.
Yeah.
I'm seeing us addressing the left side by bringing a left-sided midfielders. I'm seeing us improving the whole team. So I think it's just getting to a point where I believe this team is going to be good enough to win it. By the way, Sahal, the link is gone because we are no longer taking any more calls. I got to go to sleep. I got two people waiting backstage.
I'm
Big up El Mattis. El Mattis, Sahal, I speak to you guys all the time. Inshallah, I'll bring you guys on next time, brothers. No problem. Cool?
Yeah. If Arsenal don't win a trophy, what will happen? Will Arteta get sacked if Arsenal don't win a trophy?
It depends how it happens. If we finish third and we're nowhere near anything in the Champions League, 100%. If it's a situation where we come short, slightly, very close, like we did last year, I don't think he's going anywhere.
So if Arsenal finish second, like exactly like last season, will Arteta get sacked if we don't win anything?
It depends what we do in the Champions League and the FA Cup and the League Cup also.
If this
1 second. Big up to my guy El Mattis. Give Arteta 3 years to win a major trophy or sack or he's sacked. 3 years from today. El Mattis, explain. 3 years from today. What? By the way, Baz, A-listers got changed. A-listers got changed. A-listers happening tomorrow at 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Anyways, brother, the time is ringing.
Right.
I'm sorry. Your time's up. I appreciate it.
I like your YouTube content. I'm a huge fan of you. I'm Taki.
Thank you, man. I really do appreciate all the love, man.
Yeah, and I think we'll win the league. I believe in Arsenal and Arteta will win the league.
Inshallah, we do, man.
Inshallah.
I'll catch you in the next one.
Right, see you, buddy. Bye.
Peace. Yo, brother, we can't have music playing in the background. I'm sorry, I can't bring you on due to copyright. Yeah, I can't bring you on. We can't have music playing in the background. Sorry about that. Big up to El Mattis for the super chat. Big up to El Mattis for the super chat. If El Mattis, if you want to jump in, the link is right there. Sahal, if you want to jump in, the link is right there. I'm gonna wrap it up now, though. You guys, everyone, I appreciate all the love. I appreciate all you guys watching. This has been a great call-in show. We've had like over 10 calls. I'm very flattered by all the interactions that you guys are giving today. And maybe I need to do this more often whenever there's a controversial topic. But for now, it seems like every time we talk about something, it goes straight back to Mikel Arteta. But yeah, what's the news on the Mikel Merino? Yeah, it's getting close. It's getting close. But yeah, big up, everybody. Hope I catch you guys on the next one. I got Josh in the background, but Josh, I'm going to wrap it up, brother. Have yourselves a wonderful day, guys. We'll catch you guys in the next stream. And love for the love, people. Maybe we'll do it tomorrow at like 5 p.m. If not live, we'll do upload. But I'll catch you guys on the next one. Wait 1 second. El Mattis is in the building. El Mattis, I'm only answering because you did the super chat, my brother. What are you saying?
Yeah, man. So Arteta, he's put together the best defense in Europe. Let me mute the YouTube.
Arteta did the best defense in Europe, but to say give Arteta 3 years to win the trophy, explain.
Yeah, first of all, if we sack him, who are we going to get instead? There's no manager available that can play the style. Who?
Ancelotti.
Ancelotti doesn't play the system style where he creates a system and he gives the players directions. You have to do this and this and this every single second of the game. You know, Ancelotti just let the players do what they want, and you know, like
isn't that what we want?
He learned from Pep. You know, just create a system and get the players to do exactly what you want them to do. Which is why I was surprised when he bought Havertz. I was like, You know, Havertz, it isn't really a system player. So when we bought him, I was totally against it. And then he started playing Havertz in midfield. And
so what do you say to everybody who says sack Arteta?
I mean, you can't sack him after taking City to the last day and Pep is their
If
manager.
he does it again and doesn't win.
I mean, then you got to look at the striker because we need a top striker. Like Havertz is not a top striker, so like you need to get him a top striker.
Or shouldn't they address it right now, this transfer window?
Who's available, man? Okay, so like there's no one available that's a guaranteed going to be a top striker. Gyökeres is an unknown, man. It's a gamble for 85 mil. That's what they want. If they wanted 50 mil, you can gamble for it. If they want like 50 mil, okay, get him. But 85 mil, that's a lot.
All right, fair enough. My brother, I do appreciate you, but unfortunately, I am trying to wrap up the show, so I only answer because you did the super chat. But big up to you, bro. Listen, next time when I'm doing this show, I'm gonna message you directly and let you know heads up, okay?
All right, man.
Big up. There's one more person also. That's why. But yo, brother, what you saying? Hello, brother, I can't hear you.
Yeah. This is Aspo from Sierra Leone. Are you getting me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Good evening and to all the fans of Arsenal. First of all, straight up, I'll be going to the point where when people are saying Arteta should win a major trophy. By the way, he failed to win the past 2 seasons. He failed to win the trophy because of wrong decision making. Like last season, he started with Fulham and he wanted Partey to invert from the 2 into the midfield, which was wrong. Those formations couldn't work. And the day he lost the trophy was the day he allowed Aston Villa to beat him at home when he knew he will do nothing in Bayern Munich with relations to the Champions League. He lost the trophy. That trophy was for Arsenal. It was all over. It was written all over Arsenal. But because of the wrong decisions that Mikel Arteta did, cost Arsenal the trophy. Now let's come to Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus is one player, I don't know exactly his actual position in the pitch, but he offers Arsenal or the team what many players cannot do. He can attack, he is in midfield, he backs up the defense. I do believe you can attest to that. The only issue with Gabriel Jesus is just his injury record. If Arsenal can maintain Gabriel Jesus' fitness at 95%, then we will see the best out of Gabriel Jesus. For now, he has been signing defenders, goalkeepers, defenders, and now he's trying to sign a midfielder, which is Merino. But look at the striker option, because I do concern about the striking force. We have all those players, those false nine, because I don't see a striker in Arsenal for now since 2018 or 2019, sorry, when Arteta came in. All we have is false nine, the likes of Trossard, the Havertz, and all the rest of it. You want to sign Gyökeres, right? Why don't Arteta go to Spain, Girona, and look at that Ukrainian, Andre Dubik? Is a very proven striker. Look, you don't have to be the Osimhen. You don't have to be the Lewandowski, or you don't have to be the Haaland before you sign these players. You can sign that player and then you coach him and then he proves well. For me, I do believe Arsenal should not spend the amount of money that Lisbon is requesting for Gyökeres. Let's go to Girona in Spain. Price Andre Dubik, if he is available, he can be a very good player. I see the
Man City own that club. Would they sell to us?
Wow. Well, there's a very good relationship between Arsenal and Man City, courtesy of Arteta. I do believe they will sell for the right amount, for the right price. I do believe they will sell because, yeah.
I'm gonna have to wrap it up, unfortunately, because you were the last caller, and I'm sorry I couldn't give you the full 5 minutes, but I'm just gonna end the show. I have to go to sleep soon because I got work in the morning. But big up for
Right.
calling in. I do
Yeah,
appreciate
thank
you
you very
calling in. And next time,
much.
I'll try to call in at the beginning of the show so I can get you in earlier because you did call in a little bit late. But yeah, I
All
appreciate
right,
you,
thank
my brother. Big up. And big up everyone in the comment section, especially El Mattis. Big up to you, El Mattis, every time for the super chat. I appreciate it, my brother. You already know what it is. And everyone in the comment section, we're out of here. You catch you guys in the next video. You already know what it is. Peace out, people. Love for the love.